Welcome back, everyone. Happy Monday, or so I'm sorry, happy Tuesday to you. I was just thinking it was still Monday. No, today's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you. Following up on the heels of yesterday's fantastic day of TTMs, we've got 4 more new ones that came in today. Truth be told, I was only expecting 3. This North Houston, Texas one did not show up on my informed delivery. It just kind of popped in here. So bonus graphs today. But we've got one here out of Phoenix, one out of Tampa, St. Petersburg, one from the Great White North, and then one from North Houston, Texas. So let's go ahead and hop in and see what we get today. I'm going to save North Houston, Texas for the last one. So let's do... let's change up. Let's do Canada first today. Let's start up in north of the border here. So this one should be a hockey return. Based on the thickness of it, I've kind of already opened it, but I haven't seen. Based on the thickness of it, I think these are probably some of the Parkhurst retro cards that I have been sending out. And let's see. Yes. Cool. Doug Robinson, old-time New York Ranger. Signed 2 of 2 for me. Looks like he used a blue ballpoint pen, kind of dying out there, but still signed. So that's good. You may see a cat paw coming into frame here in a second. Yeah, right here. She's wanting to be a little guest host today. Come here, you. All right, ready? You're going to do your big appearance. Hi. You're on the internet. And she's like grabbing at stuff now. All right, come on. Time to go. I'll play with you later. All right. Back to it. Yeah, so signed him in blue ballpoint pen. Pretty, not very deep, like it's not deep grooved in here. It's a very light autograph on there. But still signed. So that's all good there. Certainly a Ranger I have not had before. So great addition to the collection. And I'm getting ready to hopefully send out a whole nother batch of those. I've gone through and kind of did my first run of Rangers that I could get signed out of that. So I want to move on to some of the other original 6 teams and see what we end up with along the way. All right, up next, let's go down to Phoenix. I'm not quite sure what this one is going to be. I didn't do enough research on it to really kind of see what it is. I'm going to go out on a limb and guess it's probably a baseball return. But let's find out together, shall we? And yes, it is a nice return. Dave Dravecki. So Dave Dravecki was a great pitcher for the Giants back in the 80s. And for those of you that remember your baseball history, he had really bad arm injury as evidenced by the 1990 scorecard. And it kind of talks on here about, his story with giant courage. If I'm not mistaken, yeah. So he actually had cancer in his pitching arm. So he had broken his arm, had surgery, had it repaired, came back, pitched again, and then it got broken again. So he actually broke his arm twice from pitching. So I always, mad respect for him with that. And look, we got a little guest over here again. She's wanting to kind of be very nearby. We'll see if she tries to hop into frame again or not. But anyway, so Dravecki was a guy that absolutely, I remembered watching him pitch, and I remember this exact moment here when he came out to the mound, and you can't really tell, but he has his arm in a sling with that there. I think it's he's got it in a sling still. But, came out to, tip his cap to the crowd. So, a moment I remember very, very clearly back then. So, he was a guy that when I saw that he was signing, I definitely wanted to try and add his autograph in. So, got some great returns here. The 88 score, the 89 upper deck, the 88 Fleer, and then I had to get that 90 Fleer signed because of exactly what it encompassed there. So good return with that. That wasn't out all that long. It was probably, I don't know, a month maybe, somewhere around in there. All right, up next, let's go to Tampa, St. Petersburg. feel pretty confident that this is going to be a baseball return, but it could also be a hockey return. It'll be one of those two, I've got a feeling. All right, hockey return. So we got a cool return back from Ken Hodge Sr. So if you would remember kind of way far back in some of the early videos, I had sent out to Ken Hodge once before. At the time, I didn't have any Rangers cards for him to sign. That has certainly changed. I was able to dig up a couple of his Rangers cards, so wanted to send those out and get a couple of we'll say some traders. These, greats of the game. I do have one signed already, but always good to have. Same thing with the O-Pee-Chee archives and the original 6 franchises. So this was the main focus, to get those 2 signed. And, with these 3 here, if I can trade out for some other cards that I need out of those sets, I'm all for that with it. But Ken Hodge Sr., great TTMer. Always... I don't want to say reliable, but I mean he definitely takes care of the fans with the TTMs. So this was nice to get these back, especially with these old Rangers cards here that, like I said, the first time I sent out, I didn't even have these. So once I had acquired some, I knew I had to get those sent out, get them added into the Rangers collection. All right, on to the last TTM for the day, North Houston, Texas. No clue what this one might be because I wasn't expecting it. So didn't do any research to see what it might be from my outstanding list. So this one is going to be 100% a full-on surprise. And honestly, the other 3 for today were all surprises, outside of knowing, obviously, that the one from Canada was going to be a hockey return. But in terms of what each of them were, no clue. So this one is also going to be a surprise, and it feels like there are 3 cards. All right, Burl Carraway. So I had seen that people were getting their cards back from him. So glad to have this added in. This was a 2020 Stars and Stripes card. And one that I had not had previously. So another one that I can add into working on that Stars and Stripes set. This wasn't out all that long. I kind of got in on the back end of, I guess, when everybody was sending in. So the wait on this was not very long. I'd say like maybe 3 weeks or so. And I know there are people out there that were waiting months upon months for returns from him. So sometimes that's just the way it is. I'm still waiting on a Will Clark return, and I know Will Clark has been signing regularly for people. So mine is probably just in a bin, probably at the bottom, just with the way the timing is. I'm sure I'll get it back eventually. But we'll see. You can never really tell what's going to happen from a timing standpoint. All right, so recapping on the day. We got a nice solid 3 of 3 from Burl Carraway. We got a great 2 of 2 return from old school Ranger Doug Robinson. We got a really neat 4 of 4 return from Dave Dravecki. And then we got our 5 of 5 return from Ken Hodge Sr. So that puts us for the day at a grand total of, 14 graphs. So not bad, especially following on the heels of yesterday. That over a 2-day span, over 10 TTMs coming in. So that's some solid stuff there. So good things. And hopefully we can keep it going here. Just sent out just 2 today. Was it? No. I'm sorry, I only sent out 1 today. I sent out 2 yesterday, 1 today. But I've got a couple of other letters ready to go. I just got to get everything put together and get them out. So got to keep it going. Got to keep the pump primed and keep on bringing in some cool autographs here. And hopefully you guys enjoy seeing what we get here. So let's go ahead and wrap things up for today. I'd like to thank everyone, as always, for spending a little time. Hope you enjoyed the video. More to come here in the coming days, hopefully, fingers crossed. So until then, I want to make sure everybody, as always, stay safe out there. Make sure you're having fun where you can. Keep yourself sane. I know for me, this is part of it here. I'm used to doing You know, in years past, I'd always do in-person autographs, and right now it'd be in the middle of hockey season, college baseball starting up, spring training, so I would kind of really be in my groove right about now. But, you know, with Corona, we don't have that going on right now, so gotta find other outlets, and this is always kind of fun because I'm finding guys that I wouldn't have ever thought really to write to. You know, like we got Barry Foote the other day, you know, in the mail. Turns out the guy doesn't live all that far away from me, and would have never known, had never heard anything about it. And then once I mentioned it, somebody said, "Oh yeah, that's right, he does." I'm like, well, gee, thanks for telling me. I could have gotten him a long time ago. Anyway, but this is kind of cool because it's letting me kind of dig deep, and, you know, there's millions of returns that are out there. You know, I could just blast out stuff nonstop if I wanted to, but, you know, like I said before, I stay with a focused collecting on it and really get the stuff that I want to get, not just because. But to each their own. However you handle it, man, you do you. You know, I'm not going to judge anybody for how they collect. I just am going to collect what I enjoy and do it the way I want to do it. And that's how I feel any person should do it. Anyway, that's all we got for today. So until next time, everyone, again, have fun, stay safe. Hope your mailboxes stay full of ink, and we will see ya.